Hi, and welcome to Louise Woodman's second video on how to improve your sales. And this video is basically going to be talking you through door-to-door and holding parties. Okay, either one that you want to do or both, but just a little bit more to help you through it. We're going to start with door-to-door. In particular scenario and examples I'm going to use is of someone who's very successful at doing door-to-door. They tend to sell around about £1,000 in products in just over a weekend in the catalogue. So they have very strict guidelines and they've tried lots of things and this is what's worked for them. Okay. To start with, when you do door-to-door, you need to find yourself some customers. The most important thing I would say is not just prime your books so that they look good, but also make life easy for you. Don't prejudge. Okay, so we'll start with priming the books. You've got your catalogue and they've got a certain amount of promotions in the front for whatever it is that you're selling, and you might want to sell a specific product or you might want to catch someone's eye because you think it's good. Either way, if it's not clear enough for you in the catalogue, put some post-it notes in, fold the page over, it doesn't matter. Okay, make sure there's always an order form in there for obvious reasons. Make sure your number's on there, okay, and your name and your address. Don't withhold any information. Someone might not be comfortable buying from you if they don't know where you live, okay, or your phone number, because they've got the space at the back to put their credit card details in, etc. They're not going to want to put their credit card details in and leave their order form outside the front door if they don't know who you are. So make sure you fill out details on the front for them and make sure you label them up. Tell them when you're picking it up, okay, because the last thing you need is that they put the catalogue out with an order form and you don't pick it up, or you're littering, you've left it there because same reason you've not picked it up, they've gone and then either recycled it or whatever. It's not good, so you don't want to do that. Okay, so you primed your catalogues. I've had consultants that prejudge, and I'm going to say don't prejudge, alright? I've had consultants that have driven 15-20 minutes away because there's been nice great big houses, they look really fancy, people are going to pay loads of money for the stuff that's in their catalogues. It doesn't work that way, okay? Don't prejudge. The person that's very successful at doing this has a saying, and the saying is people that don't tend to earn much money don't have a problem spending so much. Okay, and I think in one way this is right. I'm not saying just go and decide where you're going to drop off these catalogues. What I'm saying is if you live here in this road here, don't drive all the way around to then find a nice big house to put your catalogue in and to drive all the way back. Start on your road, work out, okay, make it quick, easy as possible. The longer you take doing this, the more fed up you're going to be, alright? It is a long haul. You are trying to find customers the hardest way, not through recommendation, not through family and friends. You're literally finding people you don't know, okay? So make it easy for yourself. Don't spend hours and hours and hours walking and trawling the streets. I've done it when I did door-to-door sales in America. And I'll tell you, 8 hours walking the street is no fun. So just get a certain amount of catalogues that you've got ready, do the road, make it very clear when you're picking them up, make sure you pick them up when you pick them up. And once you've picked them up, if you've got the time, you could then re-drop in the next area, okay? On average, they say that it's about 6 attempts before someone who's brand new to this will buy from your catalogue, okay? It's up to you how many times you want to try putting a catalogue through the door. It can be quite daunting. I personally stuck at 3 and I was happy with 3 with my customers, and since there's no area specifics with the company that I work for, I could just move on. So if you've got an area specific road or something, I'm afraid then you're a bit stuck, you're a bit tired and you'll have to keep trying the same old street, and good luck with you. But luckily for me, I don't have to do that. And once you've done your roads and you're picking them up, that's great. There's been ways of getting new customers that people have tried before. One way is putting a tea bag on the front with a little personal message and some samples, and it basically says something like, have a cup of tea on me, I'm your new rep, have a look through the catalogue if you don't mind, try the samples, see what you think, and I'll be back in a couple of days to pick it up. It's more personal to do that, which is nice, and less likely to throw away your catalogue because you're a real person and you've made an effort, so they might actually look through the catalogue. You might get your sales quicker. If there's someone that would have bought at the door before, thought they can't be bothered, or they haven't got much money that month, or whatever reason they have, with the fact that you've made that bit of effort, they might actually look through it, and even if they don't buy it, that catalogue, they will remember you for it, and they may buy on the second catalogue. Okay. Another thing is, when you get your customers, if there's, for any reason, there's something out of stock, do not go back to that door empty-handed. Okay, just don't do it. This is someone that might be testing you. Yes, they only ordered a £4 product. Doesn't mean it's always going to be a £4 product. They might be a next group manager. They might take the catalogue into their workplace and get you like £100 worth of orders. They might even do the orders themselves. Okay, you can't judge anyone, but please don't go back to that house empty-handed. You've got a couple of options. I, in the past, have given them something that's not cost very much and said it is coming back in stock. It's going to be at least a week. I know it's coming back. Here's a free gift from me while you wait, and thanks for your custom. I really appreciate it. It isn't often this happens, so you know that's from me to say thank you. If you don't want to give away a free gift, you can order a similar product that's probably slightly more expensive and offer it to them for the same price. A bit like Tesco's do substitutions, I suppose, but with makeup and with creams and that, it's slightly different from food. They might actually appreciate the better quality product, whereas with food you could be quite specific on what you want. So that's my suggestion. Even if they then turn down that extra product, you could still offer them a free gift, or you could say to them, well, that's fine, I didn't want to come here empty-handed. Is it okay if you still wait for a week? And chances are they'll be absolutely fine. You've been honest and upfront with them. Okay? When you get to the point where you've got probably about 10 plus customers door to door, not a lot, but you have, you're not going to remember what they order all the time. You must keep a customer list. You must know when they prefer to order, when they get paid, I don't know, how they tend to pay you. That might be worth knowing. It might be worth knowing what they order and how much they spend. Okay, a little bit of personal stuff that you write down about them on a card somewhere in a book, so that when a new catalogue comes out and it's got something that they would really like, bear in mind there's hundreds of pages in this book and I don't even look for all of them, and I'm supposed to be selling the stuff, right? So they're not going to be able to look for all of them and take it all in. Then you can offer that product, okay, because you can either have a personal note on there or fold the page down, or even hand it to them and say, look at page 23, it's got something on there I think you really love. Your skincare's running quite low at the moment, really brilliant eye cream in there, half price. So you're baiting them before they've even come in and looked at the catalogue. So they've already gotten excited to open up your catalogue over a cup of tea that they'll probably make themselves this time. That's worth doing, and it's also worth doing because, like, you can upsell to people, you can upsell to your door-to-door customers, because you can then have a personal note on there, that X spends £10 a catalogue, and you really would want everyone to spend an extra £5. So you can then turn around and say to X on the front, I'm doing a little promotion, whereas if you spent £15 in the catalogue, you get a free gift. Now X only ever spent £10 on the catalogue, nothing to do with affordability, it's to do with that's what they wanted, possibly, so that's what they ordered. The great thing about a free gift is, one, they've paid for it, okay, and two, you've got them to try another product. So where they didn't, I don't know, order makeup from you before, or mascaras before, or anything like that, you've now got them to try something you've given them free that they've not necessarily anything to do with your order. So they might then not go to Superdrugs or Boots, and they might like that mascara, and when they run out, they'll ask you for it. Okay, you want people to come to you, you don't have to keep running around to them. But a little bit of personalisation with door-to-door works wonders. These people don't want to sit there and have a cup of tea with you. Okay, they just want to open their book, order, and then you're just another part in their life. But the service that comes with it, if it's good and if they like you, they will keep you because you're nice and easy. You're going to them. They don't have to go out and get their stuff, and they can just ask you and you can go and get it. So it's a bit like a concierge service, so to say. Alright, if you don't fancy getting the exercise doing door to door, if it doesn't make you comfortable knocking on the door to get your catalogues back, okay, you could do something like parties and coffee mornings, and these are really good for getting a lot of sales in one day. They take a bit of planning, okay, and it can be quite hard sometimes to get everyone together in the same place, but hopefully that won't be your job. If you do it right, you can get your host to do that. And basically you're asking, maybe you hold the first party yourself, but you're asking a friend or a family member to host a party, get together some friends, maybe 7 or 8 friends or more. If they do a certain amount of sales for you, you'll have a free gift for them. It's going to be fun, okay? Ask them to help you out. Anyway, you've done whatever you can to get these people to attend to this party. It needs to be successful, because from this party, it's not even just sales. You want referrals, you want more parties, okay? And a lot of salespeople do come straight out of it and say, oh, well, you've enjoyed yourself, so who wants a party next month? And that can work if you've got the right kind of attitude, and if they like you and it went well, and that's the kind of people they are, where they meet socially on a monthly basis. But ideally these people know each other, and you want to get to know the people that they don't know that the person's hosting the party. So a referral from a person at the party that's not necessarily going to be at that party, because otherwise you're not increasing your customer base. So I'd suggest in running a party, I like to go through the promotions in the book quickly. I like to draw it in. They can look at their book, and in their little pack they get given, they'll have some samples, they'll have a book, they'll have a pen, they'll have order forms. That's theirs to take, okay, regardless whether they buy or not. And the idea is they get an idea of what the products are like. You'll have a little table set up with maybe a few demonstrations, and you can do, the host maybe can have a massage, hand and arm massage, and a facial or something, so that people can smell and breathe in the products and feel them and see how nice it is. Everyone that's watching can do the products on the back of their hands, so again they get to feel it and it's nice. And if they want a party, or they know what to do, they can book you. If they want to have a party, and if they want to have a facial, no problem, free of charge, they'll book. You don't have to do the facial if you're not comfortable, it's fine. Just put the makeup, put what you got on a table, let them go and help themselves. Give them mirrors, tell them how nice it looks, put stuff on yourself, let them have a look, let them feel it, let them smell it, and let them use it. That'll make all the difference, okay? When they start talking a bit too much, and this is like 10-15 minutes into the catalogue, because especially women, they natter, alright, like me, put this lipstick on, and one girl goes, oh, that was really nice on you, and another one goes, oh, I don't like that, I can't wear red, and they don't stop, okay? And you don't want negativity anyway. You just need to say to them, right, if you don't mind, I'd like to play a little game, okay? And then that will get their attention, and there's prizes, of course. And the first game that I did, the easiest really, is bingo. And you literally can just go on the internet and put in this software thing where when you click your mouse button, it will keep changing over a random bingo card. And I printed out 10 on a photo card with markers, and if they got, say, 4 corners, line, 2 lines, full house, they won a prize. And then obviously full house was the better prize. This is really good for you, because it's a little bit of an investment. They get to try your products and they enjoy themselves at the party. And sometimes if someone doesn't have a lot of money that won't order from you there and then, they may order from you later. It's always good feedback, and they may use you for another party just to get the free facial or the free gifts themselves. Okay, I've done it. I've gone to a party, not had much money, didn't want to leave my card details, weren't getting paid for 3 or 4 days, and I rang the rep up and I placed a £40 order. So, you know, the fact that she was good, I did that. If she wasn't good, forget it. I'll be out there and I would never go back and I wouldn't do it again. So you have to be conscious of how you're behaving. You can't get the ump because people are not ordering there and then. They may order from you later. They may become your next group manager. Overall, whichever route you decide to take over those two, okay, along with your family and friends and taking books into work, etc., they both really help you, not just directly, but with referrals, alright? In the door-to-door scenario, you can leave a note on there saying, I've given you some extra samples. This is to your customer, not to someone random at the door, okay? Someone that's been with you for a while. I've given you a few extra samples. I don't know if you wouldn't mind. I know you said you worked in a school. Could you take the booking and leave it for a week in the staff room? If you can get any extra orders for me, I'll have a free gift in for you, or I can take some money off your next order. I'd really appreciate it. You'd be helping me. And worst way, that the staff get to play with the samples and they get to use the products. They won't say no, they'll do that for you. Okay, because it's a nice, you've asked nicely, you know this person, they trust you, they buy the stuff from you because they like you. Exactly the same with the parties, alright? You've enjoyed your facial, you've enjoyed your parties, we've all been chatting, that person works on an army base. Any chance that, you could let me know when you have your next event at the army base so that I could possibly bring down some samples, some catalogues? Of course they will. Or, would you take a book into me for work? Do you think anyone else would like any of these products? I can take some money off your order, or you can have a free gift. You need other people's referrals. That saves you running around trying to find these customers. You want people to come to you. And the biggest points from that really is resilience, contact list, definitely. A list so that you can have all of the details on your customers, so you know your customer. You need to know your customer so you can upsell, and referrals, and that's where the money's going to be. And hopefully this video isn't as long as the last one, and that is helped. And watch out for my next one. Thank you.